Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we are having coffee this beautiful Friday morning in June, or whenever you see this, it is the perfect time for this message for you. Thank you for joining me here. Welcome to my channel. If you're seeing me on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. If I've helped you in any way, please share this with people you think who could benefit from this. My desire is to positively impact as many people in this world as I can. So, an interesting reading today. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee that I just heated up again. I do that several times throughout the morning. I don't know about you, but I start something and then I move on. Then I come back and go, oh, yeah. So, who in the universe are we? Who in the heck knows? We are the highest mountain we will ever climb. We are the biggest mystery we will ever attempt to solve. We will climb this mountain and we will attempt to solve this mystery, but our whole lives are about learning. But the truth, the deep truth of who we are, why we came, what we are doing this lifetime is within our soul. And the problem is that we rarely go right there first. We always go to our physical aspect, the body. Magical Map Shifter is the Colette Baron Reid Maps Enchanted Map card. And the thing that really makes our journey a little challenging is that we are constantly changing. We are constantly adapting and moving our physical, mental, emotional selves into new territory all the time. And sometimes that new territory, for some of us, really just locks us up because of fear. And so we resist that new territory as we are really dragging ourselves because we are the creators here, but we feel like we're being drugged into something at times that we don't want to do. It's scary. It's the unknown. It means I'm going to have to do something differently. And I just got comfortable with this thing I'm doing. So let's see what she's got to say about the magical shape map shifter 52. And this came up in reverse. Reverse, the magical map shifter card may bring you the opposite of what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation and refuse to see the truth. Or maybe you've been traveling down a path that has constantly led you to a field of poppies where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. To have the life you really want, you must match its vibrational energy and resonate with it. And that it really is the magic. But what does that got to do with anything here that we've been, talking about this? Who are we really? We have this set of beliefs, set of pretty rigid understandings of who we are, and judgment comes from that rigid understanding. That judgment that we place on others is really up when we are the most uncomfortable within ourselves. And let me tell you, these last 5-6 years have given us lots of opportunities for discomfort from COVID on, when everything changed. The world changed with COVID, the whole way we view the world, the discomfort, the comfort, the alliances, the blocks, the divisions, all of it shifted. And now we're in a constant state of trying to fit in and find, where do we fit within this. The first card that comes up was Women's Mysteries. This is from the Rooted Woman, the Isle of Women. And I'm thinking I'm reversed again. Every once in a while, I have to set up. I'm not going to do that. It'll just be reversed for today. The Isle of Women, number 77. What is that about? 17, not 77. The triangles. Okay. The Isle of Women, Women's Mysteries. We're all mysteries. Okay. Great morning to you, Francesca. You're on the other side of your surgery, so I hope it was successful. Okay, the Irish mythology, the Isle of Women is an island which lies far across the Western Sea, sometimes called the Land of the Living. It's a beautiful country of many colors. The Isle of Women is a place in which women's mysteries are celebrated, a place which allows them to be explored in safety and sisterhood. So, what that's telling me is in this lifetime, we want to develop connections with one another with that feminine energy, not necessarily just women. But that feminine energy is the receiving, is the creative energy. And the alliances we make in that Isle of Women, that creative energy aspect, helps us figure out ourselves in the whole picture of our life. And in doing so, good morning, Jean. In doing so, we get to understand more and more who we are by helping one another through this mystery. It is always easy to see someone else's truth, and we're in that all we can see are the trees because we're in the forest. We can't see that forest, but we can see the forest for someone else. So this is telling me that that feminine energy of connection, receiving guidance and insights. Francesca says more today, lower spine this time. All right, Francesca, we're sending you success and peace. And yes, Julia, good morning. She said, I love this deck. That she sent me this deck, and it is really a lovely deck. Very much, very much in alignment with who we are in this lifetime, what I came to do and be, and how I'm walking through the world most of the time. But we are always changing. We are never the same. So we want to allow others that truth too, to be who they are at that time. It allows them space to fully explore the changes that are going on with them. And by allowing them that loving, accepting space, we are allowing that for ourselves as well. And again, we are always changing. There is nothing in life that stays the same. That is absolutely the truth in lifetime. The next card that came up again is the feminine energy, is the yang card, the receiver, the just allowing, the taking moments. We've gotten these cards so many times in so many different ways as we've journeyed these last 6 months together, more so than ever. We've gotten the yang energy in some form or another. And it is the give up the doing, give up the manhandling, the plowing through, making things happen. It is time to allow. And those of you who are the warriors, the get things doneers, the ones who make things happen, that's a big challenge for us. The message of giving up control has been in my field for the last 13, 14 years. And it's like, okay, every time it comes up, I just shake my head. It's like, are you kidding me? Another aspect. All right, show me what's here for me in this one. And I will get the insights about how I am working to control things that I really do want to give up. We want to give up the control aspect because it isn't going to allow things to come into our field when we keep directing where we want this field to be placed. We want to allow, which means take more time for deep breathing, get out of your head so much, allow the flow to come in. Sorry, my eye is itching this morning. We have lots of pollen right now, as I'm sure many of you do too. Beautiful days, but lots of pollen. So this is permission to do less, to be more, to maybe just go and enjoy life just a little bit more, especially if you've got a huge thing that is in front of you to figure out. Get near some water. It is such a healing energy and such a flow energy. Excuse me, I'm going to take another sip. It is time to allow ourselves to truly unfold. The Archangel cards is the Four of Gabriel, time for celebration, abundant rewards for your hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. And much of the time, the burdensome situation is us trying to make something happen that we really don't have the ability to shift. And so this is a time of celebration and rewards for the hard work. Just take deep breaths, allow yourselves to sit in this I'm getting this sea that is just gently swirling around us, bringing to us what we have been trying to create without the flow. And it's saying, just chill, go out in nature, get somewhere quiet. Maybe if you're in a large group of people, say you have a very large family, get somewhere alone and take some deep breaths, even if it's just for 5 minutes, especially you moms, you young working moms. You are so caught up in so much activity that you may not have a half hour in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but carve out 5 minutes. Sometimes that's in the bathroom, just sitting on the toilet with the door locked, because that's the only time that is truly yours. You definitely want your time right now to work on your own inner aspects, the healing, the ability to forgive yourself for perceived failures, love yourself, and allow yourself to unfold. When we are in the most judgment is generally when we are the most at odds within ourselves. And what this world is filled with, I'm sorry, I just saw the next card coming up, is so much judgment of one another. And we are being prompted and provoked into judgment on all these aspects. So get away from the news, stop watching all the social media crap that is coming across telling you who's to blame, all the wrong that's going on, propagating more fear. We want to pull away from that. We want to do some deep breathing. The next card, the unicorn magic card coming up, says oasis. You can read it. Refreshing oasis. Nurture yourself. Sometimes that means doing some healing. Gather your strength. Know what it is that's been standing in your way so you can choose to release it. If we keep cycling in the, I don't even know what's going on, I just keep doing the same thing over and over. And, you know, Einstein said you can't solve a problem with the same mind that created it, because you are the creator. You've got to get out of the environment that's been creating this disharmony within you, this prickliness, this edginess. I got to tell you, I've had lovely days. The irritability energy in the collective and the astrological alignments that are present right now, irritability is up. I woke up again feeling kind of bitchy. And yesterday afternoon, had to deal with some stuff. And it was just like, just irritable. Had nothing to do with the stuff. It has to do with what's going on within and what we're being prompted to shift to. So we want to go to the soul level as much as possible and gathering our strength, getting away from others, breathing in Mother Nature, sitting next to a river, getting your feet in that river if you can, petting your dog, your cat. I was in a meeting last night and there was the sweetest little cat named Isabel. And Isabel loves people. And Isabel was allowed to stay, and she's a lovely, she's actually a house guest in the house where this meeting was, but she was a lovely hostess for us all. She didn't try to get in people's lap. She didn't intrude. She just wanted to be present. So you must do you. The second half of the reading is the old woman of dreams, the maker of visions. It is when we pull back from the fray and the fear and the division that we can focus more fully on what we desire. This Striker Van Kelly, I scrolled in on the unicorn card. Good evening from Australia. Thank you so much for joining us. The old woman of dreams. You can't dream up the future that you desire for yourself, for the world, when you're in this fray of this is what's wrong, this is who's to blame, this is what you must do, this is what you must believe, like pull back from it, get away from it, bring to yourself the peace that you need to create more of what you desire. You are the creator in this world walking through your life. You are not the victim of circumstances. You are the one creating what's in front of you because you chose to learn certain things. The things that are causing you some of your greatest conundrums, the greatest stress, the greatest angst, are going to give you the greatest growth and learning when you own that that is what they are there for. If you continually fall into the victim aspect of everything, it's going to take you longer to gain and glean from it the growth that is there. I automatically go to what is here for me when I fall into this prickly energy, this fear, this divisiveness, because I know that that is where the answers lie. And I have a constant communication with my guides, the angels, my companions. I have a unicorn guide, by the way, Striker, just to tell you, whose name is Henry. I kind of wanted something really fun, but that was the name that they chose. So Henry, my unicorn, wants me to know that I can constantly call on them. And all of your angels, your companions, your guide are just waiting for you to say, guide me. And when you start every day with that, with a little gratitude practice, a little shedding love on the world, I shared a practice, excuse me, my nose is itching. I shared a practice that I invited people to do at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. It does not really matter what time zone you're in. What matters is that you stop and spend 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and shed, create, envision peace, love, and ease throughout the world or specific situations. I just saw there is a wildfire near the Dalles in Oregon. My daughter's in-laws live not far from there. Ways enough they're probably not under evacuation order, but anytime there is a wildfire, my heart hurts a little bit. And so my time this morning at 10 will be to shed pure love and joy on that fire area, that aspect. It is not stopping. That is not my intention. Well, kind of isn't my intention. I would like the fire to stop, but I would like all the beauty, all the strength, all the reason that fire is there to take place. I want all of the positive energy that breakdown, that destruction often creates. That tower card is things have to break down in order to build up. This is true with the world right now. It is the us's holding that love and peace energy where you can shed it on the world, your country, your city, your state, the world leaders, a situation like the fire, like the LA riots, like all the tension that is building throughout the world. On Mother Earth herself. We've had hundreds of little earthquakes. I live in a pretty volcanic area. And my husband, who I have accused through the years of being an incredibly negative guy, he says he's a realist. I say he's negative. I'm Pollyanna. He said, maybe all those little ones are happening to keep the big one from happening. And it was a very Pollyanna view of something that could be very fear inducing. And so us choosing the vibration we want to stay in is paramount right now. And we are the creators with that vibration. So us choosing a higher vibration, and hint, a minute gratitude practice, a minute shedding pure love and joy on anything, does not matter what, but you have to get through. You know what? When I get done with this, I'm going to do a video on how to do this shedding pure love and joy practice. So it is available to people to understand. You want to get to that heart swelling feeling first, and then shed that vibration by the power of your intention out into the world, wherever you want it to go. It is powerful AF. You and your intention are powerful AF. So own that. The next card that came up is blessed. And you truly are blessed to be here. And you may not really feel that throughout this lifetime, because it's a heavy one. It's one that is really um, a changing lifetime. We are chain breakers. We are way showers, pathfinders, the light bringers. And that does not mean these are easy paths. It means we chose to come in again now to be this shifting energy. And how rough this shift is, that is going to happen, is happening. The third stage of the birth process, the baby's on its way. Can't change any of that. But what we can change is how sharp edged this transition is, how prickly, how difficult it is, or how more velvety we can make it, more smooth, easier in the birthing process. So it is up to us to be those change makers and know that we are blessed. When you own that blessing of getting into gratitude and shedding love, the vibration raises and we become more light. Our light is brighter, which means more darkness is forced to the edges. We are winning this, but it is up to us to hold the higher vibration continuously. The next card that came up is the Knight of Ariel. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. This is the action. And it's very much like all the pink energy. This is an action with ease. This is that, restoring. This is like the second half of the reading. The first one was nurture, take care of yourself, love yourself, do the Ho'oponopono prayer on yourself. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. To yourself, because we have created some real rough stuff within our lives for ourselves. And that Ho'oponopono blessing, which is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. With the power of your intention, directing it to the you that has suffered under your creation at times throughout life, allows more forgiveness energy in, more smoothness, more ease, more flow in your life. Forgiveness of yourself is probably one of the biggest steps we can take in our journey, because we've lived in so much focus on our physical that we've not understood how impactful and powerful our spiritual self is in this huge journey. So, who in the universe are we? We're the creators of all that is going on. And we get to direct where that creation goes, how easily it comes in, and how we walk through it. Mahatma energy is the last card. This is the last unicorn card. Accelerate your ascension, build your light body. That gratitude practice and the shedding of pure love and joy on the world is absolutely your ascension practice, how you are more in tune with the spirit of all that is going on and can be brought in more easily, or whether you're in resistance, division, fear, hate for those who believe differently than you, accusing those who aren't engaging in your plan of being awful. They have very different lives than you have lived. Stop judging the others by your barometer. They cannot possibly see the world as you do because they have not lived the way you have lived. So get off that horse, get off that train, get into the take care of you. You do you. You'll know and understand you more. You'll understand the gift that you are to this world, what it is you get to do more of, because I can guarantee you, your path is your passion. What do you love doing? Your path in this lifetime of bringing in this new world, this beautiful new baby that we are birthing, takes place in your passion. What does that look like for you? Sometimes it's just walking by the creek, breathing in that energy, raising your vibration, accepting yourself for who you are, understanding that you don't have to change everything for everyone around you in order to be okay and acceptable. You are the light. You are the way shower. You are the beauty bringer in this world. Do your thing. Be who you were meant to be. Thank you so much for joining me. Stryker says, agree. Forgiveness techniques are part of my nightly gratitude and things I like around and about me each morns. Wonderful, Stryker. You look like a very young woman, which I love. I'm very excited about the younger people who are waking up to the truth. Some of them are involved in organized religions, some are not. There is not all bad about that. They're very much a control mechanism, but there are incredibly powerful light workers within all of them. Let us not throw the bathwater or the baby out with the bathwater in condemning anyone. You do you. You focus on what you need to do in this world, and you send out the energy of more of what you want, less of what you don't want. And you are the light workers, the way shower, the light bringers, the transformer into this new earth. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Please like, subscribe, and share if you are finding this on YouTube. Whenever you find this, this is the time you needed to hear it. Until we meet again. Lovely. I love that you're a happy unicorn, Stryker. And 48 is young. Trust me.